guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. For today's video, as you can tell by whatever title I've decided to name this video, today is not going to be a makeup video, so if you want to watch me for makeup, just tune in next week. But today, it's not going to be about that. Now, I do want to throw a couple of, information stuff, since I can't use the community tab, since I am not, popular enough, I guess, if you will. I'm not famous enough for the community tab, but for my Makeup Around the World series, that is going to be seasonal with the runways and stuff like that. And since COVID is around, it's not as easy to find, looks and stuff like that to try out. So, that's seasonal. Second thing, I did delete my video of talking about losing my brother and stuff like that, because every single day whenever you're a YouTuber, you have to go on, there's now called YouTube Studio, where you scroll through, manage your videos, check out your views, stuff like that, average view duration, things like that. And I have to do that every single day, and it was just getting harder to see it right there in front of me every single day, so I took it down. I'll probably put it back up, maybe a new one, but right now it's gonna stay down. So I'm making this video, I shouldn't say I'm making this video, because y'all know me, I'm in high school, which means I can't always work with my YouTube schedule, because my teachers and professors aren't going to be like, oh yeah, you can turn in your work later, go ahead and do your YouTube video. No, they're not going to be like that. They want me to get my stuff done. So that's a priority. So, I don't always post on Thursdays. And I'm okay with that, except for this week was different, because I wanted to post Wednesday, I wanted to post Thursday. I would have been able to, because I was thinking of posting, a couple videos a week for December as, a little gift to you guys, people watching. And so I easily could have just sat down, made a video Wednesday and Thursday, but I mentally couldn't, because I have terrible depression and anxiety, and Tuesday night it hit hard, and I didn't have the energy to get out of bed, let alone sitting in front of a camera, putting on a smile and saying, hey, what's up guys, hello, I'm here, let's do a video that takes 4 hours to film and stuff like that. I just didn't have the energy, nor did I have the motivation or desire to do so. And I don't want to, put up a video that's half-assed. Let's call it what it is. I don't want to put out a video that's half-assed or anything, because I do want this to be my job. I love this and I want this to be my job. And in order for me to do that, I can't just put out videos willy-nilly and not put my all into it and not be happy with what I'm putting out. So, I waited, and I'm just like, okay, maybe this will just clear up, stuff like that, but it hasn't. It's still pretty strong, and, it's just something that I go through, and I'm gonna make this a bit of a different video. My goal is to have it 30 minutes to an hour, so I can really get in depth with y'all. There's gonna be a certain point where I'm gonna say, okay, all of those people who don't have the attention span to watch the whole thing, click off now, and then I'm gonna go through the rabbit hole, because my mom mentioned that idea, and it's a great idea. So we're gonna do that, give y'all some options, whether to stay or leave. So yeah, my depression and anxiety have been not fun lately. A lot of tears, and just zero motivation, not even for my schoolwork. I don't have motivation to do schoolwork, because typically I make sure I am extremely ahead. I do on Monday, I'll start doing projects for Friday as soon as I'm done with Monday, so I can, start clearing out my schedule. I'll start doing projects for other days whenever I'm done with that day. And I just haven't had the motivation to really do that, which is very weird, because I do that so that way I can have, you know, an easier day, a shorter day. I make Monday my big day and Tuesday my big day. So Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday I can have a little more clear of a schedule. And I just couldn't do it. Zero motivation, zero want to get out of bed at this point. It's not a fun thing. And the reason why I'm talking to you guys is, well, why I'm really going into this so much. I don't want to keep you guys in the dark. Y'all are people too. I know that there's someone out there who's going through the exact same thing. Maybe not the same situations and stuff like that caused it, but you know, the same thing, and they just need someone. So I'm here to be that someone. I'm here for you guys. So yeah, that's basically the gist of what's been going on. So for all of you who don't have a good attention span and is already bored or has something else to do, go ahead and click out. I'm gonna go through a rabbit hole. You know, I explain to you like how it started and stuff like that. Start from the beginning. And those of you who are staying, great, you get to hear my story. So my depression and anxiety really truly started in the beginning of 8th grade. Not whenever my brother passed, but in the beginning of 8th grade, because that's whenever all the work started coming in. 8th grade's whenever the work starts coming in. And then it wasn't that bad either. It was really nice compared to what it has become. And then my brother passed. That's whenever it went into hyperdrive, turbo. That's whenever it went into turbo, and it just. So yeah, that's whenever it really, really was terrible. I had my headphones in every single day, and it got to the point where even my teachers didn't ask me to take them out because I had them in every single time. And I still did my work and all that. I just had my headphones in all the time. And it's not like high school where it's a really big thing, but for my middle school, it was pretty big. And even my teachers got to a point where just like, we're not going to ask her to take them out anymore. They were basically glued in my ears. I shut every single person out, and I became a shell. Because whenever you lose someone, a sibling, you lose your mom as well. That's something that people don't talk about, and I'm going to discuss that really briefly. Whenever you lose your sibling, you lose your mom because she lost a child. You lose your mom at that same time. So that is what was going through that's what I was going through. And there are different stages of grief, and I was in shock and sad and angry for about 3 years. And guess why it's 3 years. So yeah, and only recently I've really gotten out of the shock. I want to say about 4-ish months ago. So yeah, and that's where I realized that, you know, he's truly not gonna come back. And also holidays. This is the first Christmas where, you know, putting up a tree and stuff like that without him. Because the other Christmases we just kind of were just like, treat it like another day. So yeah, that adds extra emotions to it. That continues it. But my real anxiety, that's whenever the big depression started. My real anxiety started when I was with my ex, and my mom is a psychologist and stuff like that, LCDC, licensed chemical dependency counselor, and we both strongly think that he is on the malignant narcissist scale, which if you don't know what that is, look it up. Basically, Meghan Markle. That's what people strongly believe, that she is one too. So, just gonna say that briefly. And that's where my real anxiety started. because there was nothing but fights. He would always yell at me, put me down, you know, a terrible abuse. And that's whenever my big anxiety started. And then it just kind of hits you in waves with the whole grief thing. It hits you in waves. You'll be okay for about, you know, a week, and then all of a sudden you disappear into nothing. You just disappear off the face of the planet, everything. Like Men in Black, they make you disappear. Anyhow, trying to shed some sort of light and laughter into this situation. I don't know how I'm doing. I hope I'm doing well, but it was never, you know, it's never easy, but you have days where you're better, and it just, Tuesday night, it just hit, and there's nothing you can really do about it. I am too young and stuff like that to get, you know, like, anxiety and depression medication, so that sucks, because there are so many people that I know of that could really use that medication, but they just won't give them to people, which I think is terrible. But anyhow, and whenever it hit, it really just hit. I had my headphones in, by the way. I know I don't really have headphones in a lot of my videos, but headphones are on me 24/7. The only time they're not really on me is whenever I film. And because I don't want to cause like some sort of distraction or anything, but I thought, you know what, screw it. They're my headphones. These are my children. These are a part of me. These are actually my new ones as well. They're the Studio 3. I had Solo 3 before these. Anyhow, I had my headphones in, you know, listening to music, doing my thing, and then all of a sudden, tears. Just tears. And I felt, you know, like, as if a bullet went through me, you know, just like a hole. And that's whenever it hit. And I cried for about 3 hours. Wednesday night. I didn't cry for as long, but you know, I still cried, and it's still going. But I just have to find a way to go through it, and putting on a fake smile for all of you guys out there watching, so that way I can just put on some sort of persona, is not what I need. I don't need to be pretending anymore than, you know, I already am to some people, because I don't like to open up to a lot of people, which sounds very weird since I'm doing this, but I've never really enjoyed opening up to people, especially like my friends, stuff like that. Again, sounds very bizarre since I'm talking to, I don't know, like 12 people. But yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of opening up. I like to be in my little compartment, my little shell. But I just know that someone out there is probably gonna need to hear this video because they're going through the same thing, you know. They need a friend. I'll be your friend. Hi. But anyhow, it's just been extremely difficult. And with the lack of motivation with anything that's been going on, you know, like, I don't want my grades to drop. I can't afford that, you know. I'm in high school. I need to graduate here. I'm a junior. There's no more time for screw-ups here. So I can't afford to let my grade drop, so I just have to keep pushing on. Even though what I really want to do is go back to bed. And what was it? Thursday, I basically slept all day. I woke up long enough to fill out my little attendance forms and to do a couple of assignments, and I went right back to bed because I just didn't want to be up for the rest of the day. I didn't want to. That's it. And that's kind of how I've been feeling this whole time. I don't want to get out of bed. I force myself to, but I don't really want to. I force myself to wake up. I don't want to. I want to just sleep throughout, you know, the next couple weeks. Call it a day. Sleep throughout the next couple weeks, call it a day. But I can't, you know? Life keeps going, so yay. By the way, daily hydration, peace tea, the raspberry peace tea. is so good. But whenever things like this hit, you kind of just gotta get yourself to wake up. That's it. I don't think people, whenever something like this hits you, like a train, it literally feels like a train is hitting you. I don't think that people need to think about too far ahead. Here's what I can't do that because that just makes me want to stay in bed. What I think is the only thing you really gotta do, just get up. That's it. Just get up. Don't care what motivates you. Do not care. Just get up. So that's what I've been trying to do. It's worked for me to get out of bed, but am I happy? No, not really. Also, if you own animals, just look into your like dog or cat or snakes, horse, whatever you own. Just look into their faces and just look at the sweetness and the cuteness. Because that cheers me up. It gets me to stop thinking for a minute. It lets my mind just clear. So yeah, that's another thing that's helped. Just looking into my little pupper's face. Also, have you time? Currently, I am, dealing with my bathroom so I can take a lovely bubble bath after this. Have my laptop in there so I can watch a movie, candlelit, food. Have you time, honey? It's Friday, which means I don't have to go to bed by a certain time, which means I can be in that tub as long as I want to. Just don't try and drown yourself. That's it. But in all seriousness, yeah, take you time. Take you time, because everyone needs that. You can't just go on and on and on. You can't constantly keep up with everything without having just 10 minutes. Just 10 minutes, that's it. Without having just 10 minutes for you, so you can take a breather. And that's what I'm getting ready to do. I have my bathtub soaking in some bleach and stuff like that, because I do bathe my dogs in it. So yeah, a lot of dog hair, a lot of dirt. So yeah, cleaning that right now as I'm making this video. Multitasking. But another thing that's been really difficult is knowing that this is what I want to do. Doing makeup is what I want to do. And knowing that, and knowing how often I need to post, how regular I need to post, the content, stuff like that for you guys, that's another big thing that stresses me out, and gets my anxiety going, is right before I post a video, I get nervous, or right before I start filming, I get nervous, because I'm scared for certain ideas that you guys won't like them whenever I put so much time and effort into planning it, and stuff like that. For my Halloween Elsa look, I started doing that a month in advance. I planned that a month in advance. I got the dress, stuff like that, and I started working on, like the fine details and stuff like that. Although the gems came a little later, so they were too big, which greatly saddened me. But, it is what it is. But I was so scared that you guys wouldn't like it or anything, because I put so much time and effort into that video. I was sitting here filming for 6 hours. I wanted to cry. I was filming for so long you can see my eyelash in the front starting to come off. That's how long I was filming. And it just, you get so anxious right before you do that. So that's not exactly the funnest thing. Also, I keep having this dream, and it's I'm gonna share with y'all my dream here. That was not me, that was actually my foot moving against the chair. I'm wearing sneakers right now, because I just got back from walking my dogs. Anyhow, but my dream is that, at a school, my high school, I'm not gonna mention my high school, because I don't want y'all to, come there and find me. At HS, I will say that, at HS, my mom has to go up there for a meeting because I'm dyslexic, so she has to go up to a meeting for me during COVID, and all of a sudden a fire breaks. And I live right across the street from my high school, so I can just run. I can actually see it if I look out my front door. Fun. So I start frantically looking around for her, hoping that, you know, I just somehow missed her coming in. Whenever I didn't, I started running up to the school. And whenever I get there, I start looking for her frantically. In the front, sides, everywhere. Looking for her frantically. Then I hear the firemen say, like, there's only one window that's broken, and none of us are small enough to get in. Because with a fire, you can't just open a window or a door, because the oxygen, it'll make the fire expand, and then all of a sudden your building will go kablooey. So yeah, but there was already a broken window, and which makes no real sense, but oh well. And so I'm extremely tiny. I am 5'2", 5'3", and I weigh 85 pounds. So I am a very tiny person. So I knew I could get in there. So I just kind of, you know, ran and then whoop, right in the window. And so there were different versions of stream where I did that and I got my mom out, and others where someone was holding me back from helping her. And that's got me thinking about, you know, like losing people that I care about, or, you know, just losing people I care about, losing people I love, disconnecting with people I care about, not talking to them anymore. Got me thinking about that, and then I just melted down thinking about it. And this was Tuesday night, again, whenever it really hit. So yeah, that's why I didn't post a video whenever I wanted to, and typically I wouldn't make a video about this, but that would be because I actually had something that meant a lot before it, something I actually needed to do. This time I didn't have any of that. It was just my mental state that was causing me not to be able to do it. And I felt like making a video because might as well share. My cat saying hello. We own 2 cats at this house, 2 dogs at this house, and then over at my grandmother's there are, oh, hello. There are, oh, how many cats do we own? Oh, look, you can see if this is baby beans. Hang on, let me count the amount of cats we own. So we have Gracie, Missy, 5 cats over there. And this is baby beans. One of the skittens over here. Oh, you come here. Oh, I'm trying not to hurt him. Oh, he's a big boy. Oh, we match baby beans. Okay, I'll put you down. He's the only cat that we actually got from a shelter as well. All the others have been like dropped off and just like abandoned outside to be homeless. So yeah, he's the only cat we actually adopted. But we love him very much. Ow. Whenever we adopted him, we actually had no idea that his previous owner took out his front claws. So he's declawed in the front. We didn't do it, previous owner did, and then threw him out, which is terrible. So yeah, his back claws are lethal. Okay. Hi, honey. Hi. You choose to just now while I'm filming. You've had all day. Anyhow, so yeah, this is my story. This is what I have to say. And it's not fun. Here, hold on. I'm gonna go deal with beans real quick. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, my cat was all over me and his claws hurt. So, figured I'd just go ahead and put him in the living room with all the other animals. Where was I? Oh no. I have terrible memory. I do apologize. But where was I? Uh-oh. I can't remember where I was. Alright, next topic. If it comes to me, I will just come back to it. Another thing that has been pretty crappy lately is that I actually had, plans for like a video idea, and There go my dogs. Hold, please. Okay, sorry for that. But I actually had plans with one of my friends to like come over. We were gonna do makeovers, make a video out of it. You know, thought it'd be fun. And she does go to work, so she is like tested for COVID, and it is negative. So we actually had plans for that. And I truly did not feel like doing it. I did not have the energy to do it. So I said, hey, something's come up. Can we reschedule? Whenever I was actually really excited for this idea. So yeah, I just didn't have enough energy. I was just like, hey, something came up. Can we reschedule? So there's that. That also sucks. And we would have worn masks for doing like real close up and personal things to the face as well. So we would have been safe. We would have taken precautions. But I mean, that's the real crappy. Excuse you. That's just a real crappy thing about depression is that even though you may plan to, you don't mentally and physically feel like going through with them, so you just cancel them, which can suck because sometimes you miss out on some of the best things in the world. Because you don't know what could happen, so it's always good to try. It's always good to try out something, and if it goes well, it goes well. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But you never really know. So it's always good to just try it and look back and say, hey, I wish this would have gone well, or I'm glad this went well, instead of, I wish I would have gone out and done this, or I wish I would have tried it. And with depression, you don't think like that. You think, I'm too tired, I want to go back to bed, I don't even want to be out of my bed, so screw this. And so you just hide underneath your blanket. Baby Beans is meowing and my mom just got but that sucks, because I don't want to miss out on any fun, but mentally I just couldn't do it. Another thing that also sucks is whenever my brother passed, I pushed people out. I put up a barrier, and that barrier still stands. It's not a barrier that's going to stay forever, but I do own a barrier. Because he was, like the one man, because I don't have a lot of really good men in my family. Let's just put it as it is. I don't know a lot of good men, but he was supposed to be like that one man who was supposed to love me unconditionally, stay with me no matter what, always be by my side. And he promised he wouldn't leave, and he did. So I put up a barrier against people. And whenever I have a bad, depression or anxiety, whenever it gets really bad and it just comes in, and that wave comes in and it hits me, I start pushing people out. I'm just like, you know what? Screw you. I have no reason to say screw you, but screw you for right now. Which I definitely need to work on. I know I need to work on, okay? I know I do. You don't have to tell me. I know I need to work on it. But it's just what I do. And that sucks as well, because you end up pushing out some really fantastic people in your life if you do it. The really, really good people, though, are gonna stay and understand. But sometimes you can push out a pretty good person. Which also sucks. And just the whole deal with high school right now, like my grades are doing better, homeschool and stuff like that, but my social life, like I am a high schooler. I'm not, 80 years old, perfectly fine with being in all the time. No, I want to see people, which also sucks, because, like me and a couple of my friends, we just want to hang out, but we can't, which also sucks. So there's that as well. And there's just so many factors that have been building up, because I don't like to cry in front of, my family that often. I try not to. I try not to break down in front of them, but that can cause issues because things build and build and build until it just explodes, and that's what it did this time. Things were building up, and I just exploded. Which you don't do. Please don't do. Any of y'all out there, please don't do that. but I did. And it's been really difficult. And, you know, I had ideas for like a video to do like crazy makeup looks or like trying out something, but I just didn't feel like it. I didn't feel like spending more time than I will ever admit on my makeup. I didn't feel like spending all that time on my makeup. I just didn't have the energy to do it. And I think that, again, I want this to be my job, which means I should. Even if I don't want to, I should. But the way to really get successful, I've noticed on YouTube, is to be transparent. Yes, baby beans. Oh, you want to add some things in? Well, come on. Come on, honey. Add some things in here. We're going to invite my cat back. Do you have any complaints? No? Okay. But, God, where was I? Oh yeah. The thing to get like really good and popular on YouTube is to be transparent and to not put on a fake facade or anything. And I never wanted to do that in the first place. You know, like I wanted to do YouTube and do it my way. Do it how I want it, not how a persona that I created for my channel would want it. And so I thought, you know what? This is great. Tell them what's going on. Share your depression and anxiety story. I keep saying a lot. I know. I think the biggest thing though, the biggest like line breaker for this huge wave was just the thought of losing people, because I've lost so many people that I care about as it is. I just don't want to lose any more, and that terrifies me. When I don't know how to explain it, but it just scares the living crap out of me to lose people. You know, I've already lost my brother. I don't need to lose my mom. I don't need to lose my close friends. I don't need to lose any of my close family. Which I know is going to happen inevitably at some point. I know that that's going to happen, but still, it's just terrifying to think about, and I don't want to think about, frankly. So that dream and thinking about losing people and the people that I have lost as it is, and that I think is what really pushed the wave over the edge. It was just like, you know what, you're thinking about all this stuff, let's hit you. And so it did. And I have a lot of like great supportive friends and stuff like that, and a supportive family, which I am so grateful for. But there are just some things that you don't know how to explain it to yourself or how to word it to yourself, let alone trying to do it to another person who is not inside your mind. Which, that sucks. And I'm trying to make this video a little more lighthearted by doing all these jokes and stuff like that, but I mean, at the end of the day, this is a crappy topic to talk about, but it's a topic that everyone goes through. And it's a topic that some people need to hear, so that way they don't feel alone in it, stuff like that. So yeah, that's what I'm here for, I guess. Whew. Hold on, I will be back. Give me one moment. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. But yeah, that's kind of what's been going on, you know. And also it's gotten to the point where I've been like crying so much and staying up late, to where, you know, I'm getting like headaches and stuff like that, and I'm not feeling the best. It's not COVID, it's just sleep deprivation and sobbing all the time. But yeah, it's gotten to that point, and I'm trying to turn around. But I just thought I would share this with you guys, so that way, I don't know, someone who comes across this video and hears this is just like, oh, okay, yeah, I get it. So yeah, if you guys enjoy this video, then let me know if you want me to do more videos like this. I would be happy to. And please bear in mind, I am a teenager, and I plan on doing this for a while, so my channel may not always be about makeup. It may, you know, morph into something else. There will always still be makeup on here, it just may not be my main focal point. You know, like, it's still changing. It's changing, and I have a long way to go for this. So yeah. But if you like this video, let me know so I can do more like this. And on that note, I think I'm done. I think I've mentioned what all I wanted to mention. So yeah. I hope that today is better than yesterday, and I hope that tomorrow is better than today. I will see you guys next week with hopefully a much more cheery video. I love you guys so much. Alright.